स्वागत करते हैं जी एक बार फिर आप सब ਦਾ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਇਸ ਸੈਗਮੈਂਟ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੇਰਾ ਸਾਥ ਦੇਣਗੇ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਸਾਇਰਾ ਤੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੈਨਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਥੈਰੇਪਿਸਟ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਲਵਾਂਗੇ ਕਿ ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਹੋਣ ਦੇ ਬਾਵਜੂਦ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਕਿਉਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਖੁਸ਼ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਵਾਈ ਡਜ਼ ਹੈਪੀਨੈਸ elude us ਇਸ ਸੰਬੰਧ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਓ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਲੈਣੇ ਹਾਂ ਦੋਨਾਂ ਹੀ ਮਹਿਮਾਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਵੈਲਕਮ ਟੂ ਦ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ
Thank you.
Thank you. Pleasure talking to you. Thank you. So, Dr. Saira, you are a psychotherapist.
That's right. So I help people with their general ups and downs and happiness, mental health issues as well if they have them.
Right.
But what I've found as a psychotherapist is that there's people who have it all. They have, it looks like they have it all, and yet they're still unhappy. They're still unsatisfied.
Right.
So we kind of get them to the point where they can be more happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're a couples therapist.
I'm a couples therapist.
Wonderful.
I help people to feel better in their relationships. And there's so many people that have really happy, thriving relationships, and even they're not happy.
Right.
And sometimes they think it's a product of their relationship, and they don't realize that it's something that they can actually control.
Right.
Yeah.
So now, coming straight to the question, especially in a country like this, we have everything, as far as materialistic things are concerned.
Right.
But despite that, people are not happy. The statistics which are coming out are quite astonishing.
Right.
Whether they're the couples or youngsters or even children, happiness is eluding us. So let's talk a little bit about what is happiness and why is it that we are not being able to be in that state of being happy.
We're both excited to talk about this. So one of the things about happiness is it's really an emotion.
Right.
So like sadness or joy or some other emotion. And so we can't be happy all the time.
Right.
But we can have a general sense of contentment, a general sense of happiness. And that's, I think, what we're both trying to go for.
Okay.
And I think also people tend to think that their environment has a big influence on them. So
Right.
they think if I don't get this job, then I'm not happy. If I don't get this person in a relationship, then I'm not happy.
Right.
And they don't realize that happiness is something that they themselves cultivate.
Right.
And when they cultivate it, then they start to attract things that make them happier.
It's easy to blame the life circumstances. So yeah, we say we have it all here, but still we have difficulties with our mother-in-laws sometimes, or we have difficulties with at school, exams are hard, or we have different stressors.
Right.
But how we let those stressors affect us, that's what determines how happy we're.
Saira and Jena, both of you have a talk show also, where you are trying to promote it on YouTube. So these kind of issues, when you talk to the community at large, what is it that eludes? So come up with some examples and tell us as to how happiness can be an inside aspect of our beingness,
Right.
instead of depending upon other things.
So one of the aspects of happiness is actually forgiveness.
Okay.
Right? Because when something happens in our lives, it would be easy to hold on to it and say, oh, this person hurt me, and so I'm going to be angry about it. And what happens from a psychology perspective, we call that the burden of resentment.
Right.
So we are actually carrying that burden of resentment on us until we forgive.
Right.
So when we're carrying that burden, we feel unhappy. So, an example could be at a family event, the weddings, it's been wedding season, and so something happens at the wedding and somebody doesn't get to sit at the table that they were supposed to, the head, this important family member table.
Right.
And, they leave the wedding, they're very upset, they tell, the whole family's talking about it, the other family's talking about it, they phone their friends in India and they say, we went to this wedding, they put us in the back and they
Right.
didn't even give us any respect, and the story gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
Right.
And it's because they took it personally.
They took it personally, and then they continue telling the story over and over to different people.
And every time you tell it, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and it has bigger influence on your state of mind.
And
Right.
then 2, 3, 4 years go by, and now it's my son's wedding, and I'm inviting those people, and I think,
I'll
Put them
show
in the
you.
back.
let's put them, right? And so for 4 years, we've had this unhappy, this resentment, this burden that we're carrying.
Right.
That's a mistake.
And a way to go around that would be to recognize that it's not personal, and
Right.
to say to yourself, okay, they put me in the back, they probably just didn't even think about it, it's
Right.
not a big deal, what can I enjoy about this situation? How can I take this situation and still have a really good time?
Right.
And then you're focusing on the great food, and the company, and the good people.
And the dancing.
And the dancing. And
Yeah.
when 4 years go by and it's your son's wedding,
Right.
you invite them with a loving, open heart.
Right.
And you make them have a great experience too,
Right.
right?
So basically what you're saying is don't sweat on the small stuff.
Yeah.
When you talk about the small stuff has so much influence on us that we forget about the bigger, larger picture, as you very rightly said. Similarly, it happens in relationships also. Jena, could you elaborate on this? Because relationships today are not strong. We are not being able to bind them together for a longer period because the smaller stuff becomes big and big, and ultimately we part ways. but
Absolutely.
how to have a stronger bonding which can bring us happiness?
So I think that it's really important in relationships to, again, focus on what's really going well.
Right.
So you don't want to think about the fact that your husband didn't take out the trash for 3 days in a row and how pissed off you are, mad you are that he didn't take out the trash. What does that mean about me? Why doesn't he care about me?
Right.
And you start spinning out of control, right? So another way to look at that is that he didn't take out the trash. What's going on with him? Is he really busy? What's going on in his life? How can I be there to support him?
Right.
And similarly for men too, right? How can I be there to support my wife? She seems upset. What can I do?
Right.
So to think of it in that way instead of thinking my wife is being such a
Lazy.
brat and she's lazy and she doesn't care about me, there's a different way to look at it. So you
Right.
always have a choice. There's always a choice of seeing the good in someone and being there for them,
Right.
and seeing the bad in someone and taking it personally. One way closes you up and another way opens you up.
Okay. And Dr. Saira, this program, what you have started, tell us a little bit about that. What kind of topics are you trying to bring over there, and how do you think you'll be able to serve the society by this?
Yeah, well, we love our show because we have so much fun doing
What's
it.
the name?
It's
Today
called
is your
Today
day.
is Your Day. And so
Okay.
every week we have, today is your day to cheat at meditation will be the one that's coming.
Okay.
Or today is your day to
Set a goal.
Set a goal. Or today is your day to have, what are some of the other ones? Like we have a
Be
different
smoking
topic.
hot.
Be hot, yeah.
We talk about body image.
And the reason for that, the show, is because we found that, again, there's all these people, all of our clients that are just so unhappy. And we wanted to reach a larger audience than just the people who are going to pay a therapist to come and
Right.
sit in a session. We want to reach a large audience and inspire them to know that they have control over their own lives. They get
Right.
to make the decisions, and it doesn't have to be their life throwing them in a tornado all the time. They can make choices.
What we're
Right.
doing really is starting a movement for taking accountability for your own happiness, right?
Okay.
So it's a movement of people that want to be happy, that are trying everything that they can and they don't know what the missing link is.
Right.
We're attracting those people to us, and they can see, even Saira was saying earlier today, even in just one episode, you can change your whole perspective. Because maybe it's exactly the thing that you needed to hear at exactly the right time.
Right.
Yeah, there's some of our fans who actually start their morning watching us
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
Exactly.
wonderful.
Yeah, on the computer.
So you're a superstar.
Well, a YouTube
No
star.
video.
We're getting there. We're getting.
That's wonderful. That's good. See, happiness is which is visible on your face, and it has to come from inside.
Yes.
Yeah.
Today in this life, we are dependent upon external circumstances, external things, but that beingness of happiness is missing. So for that, what would be your recommendations? How to start having, enjoying that moment instead of waiting for something to happen to bring the happiness?
So I think that hope is really important. I think hope and faith become really important because when you're striving for something,
Right.
you're thinking that thing is going to make you happy. When you have hope and faith that it's going to happen, then you get to focus on what's happening right now that's making you happy.
Right.
If you're always striving for the next goal, your post is going to move and move and move, and you're never going to reach it.
Right.
But if you have faith that it's going to happen and that your life is unfolding exactly as it should, then you get to focus on the here and now.
Right.
And you get to think about what am I really enjoying about this very moment in time, and that's where happiness lies.
Same. Ditto. I
Okay.
copy her answer.
Great. It was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you for being here, and we wish you best of luck for your YouTube channel, where you are trying to bring happiness in the lives of people by making them realize that infinite potential lies within us, and we have to be happy inside to be, living a wonderful, joyous life. Thank you and best wishes.
Thank you.
ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਸੋ ਜੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਅੱਜ ਕੀਤੀ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਸਾਇਰਾ ਤੇ ਜੈਨਾ ਨਾਲ, ਉਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੁੱਖ ਤੌਰ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਇਹੀ ਕਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਆਮ ਤੌਰ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਬਾਹਰਲੇ ਸਰਕਮਸਟੈਂਸਸ ਜਾਂ ਬਾਹਰਲੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਤੇ ਹੀ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਡਿਪੈਂਡ ਕਿ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹ ਮਿਲਣਗੀਆਂ ਤਦ ਅਸੀਂ ਖੁਸ਼ ਰਵਾਂਗੇ। ਲੇਕਿਨ ਖੁਸ਼ ਹੋਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਬਾਹਰਲੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਨਹੀਂ, ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਅੰਦਰੋਂ ਹੀ ਖੁਸ਼ਹਾਲੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਸਾਡੀ ਆ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ। ਆਮ ਤੌਰ 'ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਛੋਟੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇੰਨਾ ਵੱਡਾ ਬਣਾ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਉਹੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਿਰ 'ਤੇ ਭਾਰੂ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ, ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਰਿਸ਼ਤਿਆਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਤੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਹੋਰ ਜੀਵਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋਰ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮਸ ਕ੍ਰੀਏਟ ਕਰ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਸੋਹਣੇ ਐਗਜ਼ਾਮਪਲਸ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਜਿਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਵਿਆਹ 'ਤੇ ਗਏ ਹੋ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਜੇਕਰ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੇ ਚੰਗੀ ਸੀਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਤਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਹੀ ਇੱਕ ਮੁੱਦਾ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਇੱਕ ਵੱਡਾ ਮੁੱਦਾ ਬਣਾ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਤੇ ਜੋ ਉੱਥੇ ਇੰਜੋਇਮੈਂਟ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਖਤਮ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਛੋਟੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਨਿਕਲ ਕੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਜੀਵਨ ਦਾ ਜੋ ਸਹੀ ਮਕਸਦ ਹੈ ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਮਝਾਂਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਯਕੀਨਨ ਤੌਰ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਖੁਸ਼ ਵੀ ਰਹਿ ਸਕਾਂਗੇ।